Hello everyone, Stevie from worldoftrash.co.uk here with the first video of the new World of Trash era and our first review / rundown of WCPW Wrestling. If you like news and reviews on anime, South Park, wrestling, Doctor Who and loads of other geeky stuff, check out my main channel, Majin Stevie, here on YouTube, and for weekly wrestling articles including WWE 150, check out our website, worldoftrash.co.uk. So let's get to this, live from Boulders, Manchester. Viewed on What Culture Extra, we have WCPW Bulletproof. Now this show is really pretty good. It was the first show I've watched since I became a What Culture Extra subscriber, and I definitely feel like I got my $6.99 back in wrestling action. So as this was a stream, I'll quickly go over the video quality. The video quality was good. There's a few bits where it got patchy, but overall it was really good for a live stream. Sound quality was a bit shady at times. This is a problem with all indie wrestling. They need to get limiters because it just makes the audio a whole lot better and you can hear what people are saying on the microphone. But other than that, it was really, really good. So let's get to the matches. The first match on the card was Prospect versus Matt Riddle and Liam Slater versus the Young Bucks versus the WCPW Tag Champions, the Swords of Essex. So this was a bloody crazy match and a great way to kick the event off. All four teams gave it their all in this action-packed and funny match. Before the match, the Bucks proclaimed this was going to be a spot fest, and they even started a spot fest chant, which was really pretty funny, and it really actually was a spot fest. As the match went on, Riddle and Slater took everyone to Suplex City. The Bucks dragged everyone a super kick party more than once. The Swords of Essex got the win by hitting their double foot stomp Death Valley Driver tag team combo on Slater for the win. It is a brilliant finishing move. It was a really fun match. As the Bucks said, it was a spot fest with everyone giving 110%. It was really entertaining. There was loads of comedy spots, loads of insane action. It was just an all-round great opening match. Next up on the card we had Drake with James R. Kennedy versus the big guy Rampage. This match was a very simple squash. Rampage beat the living crap out of Drake from start to finish with little to no resistance. At one point Rampage was distracted by Kennedy. I thought it was going to lead to something, so he was like, oh, is this going to lead to a little schoolboy pin or something? But no, it led to nothing. Rampage just went back onto Drake. He hit like two more moves on him, flattened him, got the pin. Great little squash, nice and simple. This next 30 minutes seemed to be the women's segment of the show. It was kicked off with a promo, as I said, by Bea Priestley. She is refusing to compete with anyone unless they can get through Viper. So then Viper came into shot. Viper tells us all that she is in this for the money and nothing else. She is happy to be the wall that people have got to go through to challenge Bea Priestley for her title. After one really quick change, that Viper can change really quick. We had Viper with Bea Priestley versus Lana Austin. This match seemed like a very stretched out squash match. Viper got the advantage as expected over the much smaller Austin, and I mean height wise, Lana Austin's pretty tiny. The match went on with Lana trying to fight back, but every time she just got cut off and it went to nothing. Viper then beating the crap out of her even more. Somewhere in amongst all this action, Viper got a bust lip which looked awesome and nasty. Eventually, thank goodness, Viper got the win via one savage Mitsunoku driver / pile driver thing. It was a really cool finish to the match. As I was saying, the match went on way too long. This could have been a 2 or 3 minute squash match and it would have been a lot more effective and a lot more entertaining. As the longer this match went on, the worse it looked, which was a bit and it really took the crowd down. So this match finished, and then we had our first surprise of the night. Adam Blampied appears on the stage. So Adam comes out and he tells Priestley that he is the boss around here and that he is going to make an impromptu match right now for the WCPW Women's title against none other than Tessa Blanchard. So next up we had Bea Priestley, who's the WCPW Women's Champion, versus Tessa Blanchard. This match was miles better than the previous match, winning the crowd back, which was a good thing because they really went flat during the Viper match. This match did not feel like it went on too long at all, and both women put on a great match. This was the first time I have seen Tessa Blanchard in action or ever, and I was super impressed, although sadly for Tessa, she botched a little spot in this match and it just did so bad, the poor girl. Basically, she took a chair, put it in front of the barrier, and she was going to do like a Sabu double jump off the chair over the barrier. I don't know what happened, but she landed belly on the barrier. Botchamanius botches. I felt a bit bad for her. She just went over the barrier, started beating the crap out of Bea Priestley. All was good, everyone forgot about it. This match ended after some awesome little submission spots. Bea Priestley had Tessa Blanchard in like a Kimura. Tessa was standing up and she got to her feet, but as she got to her feet, Viper snatched the leg from her and she went slamming back down. Bea Priestley wrenched on that Kimura. Tessa gives up. Really good match this. A lot better than the last match. So that could be why I think it was a really good match. It was entertaining and it got the crowd back on side. So I've got no complaints about that match at all. Following this, we had the Magnificent Sevens match. So basically, this is Money in the Bank without a ladder. And the winner gets a title shot whenever they want it. In this match, we had the Prestige, BT Gunn and Travis Banks, El Ligero, King Ricochet, Marty Scurll, Doug Williams and Martin Kirby. So before I even get into this match, this was insane. There's so much spots in this match that it's impossible to cover that, and in all the other matches. So the way we do it is I just run down the stuff. I don't do analysis. If you want analysis, well, we'll get that somewhere. Analysis is all over the internet. Don't worry about that. Google is your friend. When I seen this match announced, I instantly thought that this would be the craziest match of the night. And coming after that 4-team spot fest at the start of the show, they really had their work cut out for them to be different from that. Thankfully, being later in the evening, they managed to get rid of all that warm-up match comedy stuff. So there was a few little comedy spots, but there wasn't much. And they were able to focus on putting on an extremely good spot fest style match. I mean, if you've got that much people in a match, it's going to be a spot fest. The Prestige, that's Gunn and Banks obviously, managed to take control of this match for a good bit of it. But at the end of the day, the team work came to nothing, as Gunn was eliminated and, well, the whole of the Prestige was eliminated. Kirby managed to become the winning man after hitting a Sable Bomb on Banks. He was the GM, he's gave that up to go for the belt. Kirby now has a title shot that he can use at his discretion, which is cool. This was a really good match. The MVP of this match had to be King Ricochet, as he was flying all around the ring as expected and hitting just some amazing moves. One of them was the shooting star press he hit to the outside from the top rope, and I am not even joking, this was picture perfect. This was the best shooting star press I have ever seen in my life. Go and see it. No doubt there'll be a GIF somewhere. Find it. Ricochet's sequences in this match with Scurll were also awesome. They were on another level. I would have preferred if Marty Scurll won, just because I'm a big fan of Marty Scurll, but I guess he will get his title shot soon enough. This match, great. Can't say enough good things about it. Sadly, the match that preceded this was not so great. We had Joe Henry of the Prestige versus Gabriel Kidd with Prince Amin. The show previous to this, we had Joe Henry versus Gabriel Kidd, and that match was actually a good watch. I enjoyed that match. On this show, we were supposed to have Cody Rhodes. Sadly, Cody had to cancel due to a booking conflict, so instead, Joe has to face Gabriel Kidd again. As I said, last week they had a really good match. This one, not so good. This was definitely the weakest match of the night, far weaker than the Viper match. Henry had the best of Kidd for most of this slow match, and when the end came, it was after the slowest roll-up I have ever seen, and ironically following another insanely slow roll-up. Henry won, this ended, thankfully, and we can get on to the next match. On the card, we had Adam Cole versus Zack Sabre Jr. When the entrances began, I was surprised to see Adam Cole here as well, as he just had surgery on his head, and he was on Wrestling Observer last weekend, and he was saying how he had to cancel on his PWG show, and he needed 10 days after that surgery before he could wrestle. He cut a promo saying that he was not wrestling due to this injury, that people were just crazy if they think he's going to wrestle. At this point, Blampier came out, and he said he had another surprise for everyone. To make up for Cody not being there, he has someone to take his place. None other than ROH champion Christopher Daniels, the man who Cole lost his ROH title to recently. This match was for the ROH title. You best believe Adam Cole was in this match. So we had Adam Cole versus Zack Sabre Jr. versus Christopher Daniels for the ROH title. As soon as they said this match was for the ROH title, I had a suspicion that Daniels was going to win, and I was correct. The match was a decent three-way match. It wasn't the best, it wasn't a super good one. I wouldn't say it's a must watch, but it was an alright three-way match. Everyone got their signature spots in. I did not expect Cole to do that much. I thought he'd kind of just smoke and mirror his way through the match, stay on the outside, but no, not at all. He did not hold back and he was giving it his all in this match, or at least it seemed that way. He might be just working really well. As I was saying, everyone got their usual moves in, with Zack Sabre Jr. locking in a very cool ankle lock / abdominal stretch on both opponents at the same time. My only nag in this match is not actually anything to do with the match. It was Matt Striker's commentary. He kept going on and on about Cole's bandages and seepage and all this stupid shit. That was not needed. Striker was really good on this show, apart from a few goofy calls like this. But on the whole, Striker was good. But dude, we don't need to hear about seepage. This is terrible. In the end, Daniels won with the Angel's Wings on Sabre Jr. As I said, it was a decent 3-way match. Not groundbreaking, but it was definitely worth a watch. And it is now main event time. For the main event tonight, we have Joe Coffey of the Prestige versus Drew Galloway for the WCPW Championship. Before I continue, this was my absolute favourite match of the night. This match features no fancy spots, no flippy shit, no divey shit. This was just straight up beast on beast. It was great. When I seen the match advertised, I expected it to be hard hitting, and that it was, with chops. Loads of chops. The theme of this match seemed to be Chop Fest, as opposed to the Spot Fest we started the night with. Galloway and Coffey chopped the living piss out of each other for 20 minutes, before mixing things up with some bigger chops and a few big moves. Midway through the match, Coffey used his hotel keycard as a weapon, trying to chop Drew's face, I think, but this came to nothing. It only fired Drew up even more, which meant one thing: more chops! After loads of big moves, a giant swing, sick Boston Crab and a shady belt spot by Coffey, Drew got the win after hitting a pile driver, then straight into a Future Shock DDT combo and retained the WCPW Championship. After the match, the Prestige run in and they got the jump on Galloway. Rampage and the Bullet Club came out, cleared the ring, took care of everything. Galloway gave the Bullet Club a 2 sweet. Once the Bullet Club had left the ring, the only two people left were Rampage and Galloway. Rampage, of course, being the #1 contender. The show closed with a stare down between those two beasts. So overall, this was a pretty decent show. There were a few matches that were a bit flat, but the good matches that were on the card more than made up for the low spots on the show. The opener and the Magnificent 7 match were great, although for me, as I just said, the Drew versus Coffey match was on fire. If there's one thing I am always going to love, it is a match that has over 100 chops in it. That is a thing of beauty in my eyes. An absolute thing of beauty. So if you're watching this is Friday the 24th of March when this is uploaded. Tomorrow night on YouTube, on the What Culture Wrestling YouTube channel, you can see their next event. I believe that is free, so you can go and watch that. I'll have some more coverage up on Sunday or Monday of that show. Thanks for watching. Remember and click subscribe. If you want some more wrestling coverage, including WWE 150, where members of the World of Trash site review WWE shows in 150 words or less, then head over to the website worldoftrash.co.uk. Stevie out. I'll catch you again soon.